What's up, everyone? Welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about um, the beautiful and famous town of Villa De Leyva, and I'm going to be talking about my impressions, whether it's worthwhile, and if it's a trip that everyone should consider whilst visiting the beautiful country of Colombia. But before we do that, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. I really appreciate everyone's love and support. Okay, so first of all, Villa De Leyva, it's a colonial town. In fact, one of the oldest and most famous colonial towns, not just in Colombia but in Latin America as a whole. It's situated in the department of Boyacá, which is around 3.5 hours from Bogota. So it's around a 3.5 hour bus journey from Bogota. And it costs around 35,000 pesos approximately, which is around £7 at the time of recording this video. So it's very affordable, very ideal. And yeah, it's advised that of course you leave early in the morning in order for you to take advantage of all of the daylight hours. As we all know, of course, in Colombia, the sunrises are typically consistently around 5-6 p.m. in the evening, so you want to try and make sure you get as much daylight as possible during your trip. So why visit? I have to say, visiting the town, I definitely get that sort of old colonial Spanish vibes. I mean, the architecture, the infrastructure, the landscapes of the mountains. I mean, it's very beautiful, and it feels like honestly felt like I was, two or 300 years back in time, and it was quite surreal, to be honest with you. And yeah, just a really nice vibe, really nice atmosphere, lovely people. Very nice to see this different architecture and just all of these colonial buildings that offer a different vibe, and just a great alternative to staying in one of the big cities that most people do when they commonly visit Colombia. So yeah, how long should you stay for? It's a good question. I mean, there are hostels and people like to typically spend the night in a hotel just to enjoy the place. But to be completely honest, I personally wouldn't necessarily say that's the case. I mean, I think spending a day and treating it like a day trip is definitely a good amount of time to go there and spend, because I have to say that honestly, despite the charm and the really nice atmosphere and aesthetic of the town, there isn't an awful lot to do there. So I'd say that spending several hours at most is a sufficient amount of time to really get a feel and have a nice sort of basic experience of what it's like to be in a town such as this within Colombia. And yeah, so I'd say that's probably a good amount of time. But of course, if you want to spend more time, I can completely see why. I mean, the town definitely draws a lot of attraction. It's a place that offers beautiful souvenirs. It's a pretty authentic Colombian souvenirs made from handmade materials, as you can see here. So yeah, it's very beautiful, and definitely a great place to check out and visit, for sure, most definitely. Yeah, other than that, I would just say yeah, definitely check it out. I mean, it's not a place that is on the top of everyone's list, but however, saying that, if you read famous travel articles and magazines such as Lonely Planet, for example, if you check Lonely Planet Colombia, they will always have Villa De Leyva as one of the top places to visit in the country. So there must be a good reason for that, of course, because obviously of the reputation of the that Lonely Planet has, of course, that definitely means something. So if you have some extra spare days to spend and pass by during your stay, definitely check it out. If you're having extended stays in Bogota, especially 3 to 4 hours isn't the longest amount of time just to travel and explore a new place. So if you leave early in the morning, spend a day there, I think that's definitely a good amount of time. So yeah, for sure. So that's all I've got to say about Villa De Leyva. Hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, blessings to everyone.